With the Giromax Roofcoat system application, you are going to be overcoating the whole roof. When prepping the main area where you're going to be working, it needs to be done thoroughly and correctly to ensure that the product application adheres well. The area to be treated must be structurally sound, clean, free of rust, failed coatings, loose debris and any other contaminants. The most effective way to ensure this is to use a minimum 3000 psi pressure washer with a rotating turbo nozzle at the tip. A more powerful washer may be required if failing coatings remain adhered but flaking. This should give you the power required to remove all dirt, mould, oil, grease and debris as well as loose and failing manufacturer applied coatings. If you have a particularly heavy buildup of lichen, moss or algae and using a pressure washer doesn't remove it all, a scraper can be used and if necessary a fungicidal degreaser can also be utilised. Apply this in accordance with manufacturer's instruction and rinse well, ensure no residue is left over. On occasions, previous product applications may be present. Ideally, these need to be removed so that the substrate is back to the surface metal, especially if they're showing signs of failure, otherwise they could cause adhesion issues in the future. If this isn't possible, or it appears to be sound and well adhered, then remove as much as is practicable, then contact Giromax to discuss compatibility and how to carry out an adhesion test. If required, then this is achieved by cleaning thoroughly with Giromax panel wipe before applying the products, leaving them in place for 48 hours and then when completely dry assessing them before any further application. Again, get advice from a Giromax technical service manager if needed. Once you've assured yourself that all loose and failing coatings have been fully removed, then you'll need to carry out several crosshatch tests along the remaining coating to ensure it's well adhered. Using a Stanley knife, carve out the shape of a crosshatch into the roof system. If flakes of coating come away, then further preparation as above is required. Check fixings to ensure they are secure. If any are loose or allowing sheet movement, then these should be replaced. Once the surface is cleaned and tested, you can move on to preparing specific areas. For sheet eve edges and overlaps, this is carried out in the same way that you would if you were using the edge coat specification. The area will already be clean, free of flaking coatings and other contaminants from the preparation carried out to this point. Then you must ensure that all corrosion is removed and prepared back to ST3 standards and loose coatings are removed back to a firm feathered edge. These steps can be carried out using manual or mechanical methods including but not limited to heavy tungsten carbide scrapers or grinders. This is purely down to preference and is dependent upon the circumstances of the individual project. However preparation to the edges is achieved, the resultant surfaces should be keyed and not shiny. Any remaining coating should then be feathered to avoid edge curl. Remove any excess water between the two sheets on any overlap detail either by wiping out or using a leaf blower. This will help make sure the product application is easier in the following stages. Immediately before Giromax base coat application, wipe with Giromax panel wipe to remove any last remaining contaminants. If there are any areas where the corrosion has progressed through the entire thickness of the top sheet, then these need to be cut to produce a sound edge before further preparation is undertaken. Or if the area is more severe, then the area can be cut out and a panel matching the profile can be secured using fixings and sealant. For fixings, all fixings should be scraped or wire brushed to remove all loose corrosion. Immediately before Giromax base coat application, wipe with panel wipe to remove any last remaining contaminants. And for any ad hoc corrosion, any areas of corrosion on the roof sheet should be prepared in the same way as the sheet edge. Remove corrosion, prepare to ST3 standards and feather the remaining coating to a firm edge. Wipe with panel wipe immediately before base coat application. Now you have a roof that is clean, free of corrosion and loose debris, and the edges of all areas of remaining coating are firmly adhered and have a feathered edge and are ready for product application.